Okay, so I wasn't sure this was going to happen, but we have Hype Drop 3.0 coming on Saturday. The reason why I didn't think it was going to happen was because I couldn't think of too many new shoes that were coming out or had come out that I knew of, but apparently I was wrong. But yeah, Hype Drop 3.0 this coming Saturday. Let's go for a walk. Please do excuse the hair, I'm in desperate need for a barber. And I've got my brew, it's going to be a long one. Now before I start, I was on my morning walk today and I hit my 5 million step reward. 5 million steps since the 14th of April? That's pretty crazy. In fact, I looked it up and that's like walking in a straight line from my front door to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Or if I walked in another direction, I'd be in Senegal. Or maybe even Saudi Arabia. The average American walks between 1.1 and 1.5 million steps per year. That's 3,000 and 4,000 steps per day respectively. So if you're doing more than that, hats off to you. But anyway, on with my reward. What was it, I can hear you asking? Well, it was a shoe I was not able to cop before. It was actually released in the game way back in Shop 2.0, so I'm really glad that I've got it now. In fact, I'm not too sure how many of these actually sold. It's the Nike Dunk SB Low Freddy Krueger. This is such a sick shoe from 2007 that sadly never went into production. In my eyes, it should be a tier 0 rather than a tier 1 since it got shut down before release by cease and desist. When purchased and worn, this shoe is actually hugely inefficient with a dead stock efficiency of -1000. However, when worn as a reward pair, if you choose to do so, you can earn nearly 200,000 aglet wearing this shoe. You best believe I'll be keeping mine dead stock though. Now onto the last of the hype drops. Hype Drop 3.0. This drop was huge, bringing us 15 new shoes. That's 6 New Balance, 6 Adidas, 1 Puma, 1 Reebok and 1 Asics. And to my surprise, as of 24 hours after the drop, none of these shoes have yet sold out. So the shoes from this drop ordered by least to most efficient are as follows. Firstly, the Puma Future Rider Peanuts, the least efficient shoe from this drop, and it's still profitable. That's always a good sign. With this Future Rider we have another cheap shoe that's great for new players and is in fact the cheapest shoe to have dropped during this shop. Pick these up if you're a new player. Closely following that is the Reebok Club C Kung Fu Panda, another shoe that's good for beginners but is most likely to be skipped due to its higher price. It's tough out there being a new player. You've got to get your aglet up, but you've got to buy shoes as well. You've got to be smart with your decisions, and that decision's most likely going to be the Future Rider. Next is a big jump in efficiency with the Asics Gel Light 3 Plum Blossom. This is a very nice shoe, and actually something I can see myself wearing in real life. If you have a balance of around 200 aglet, this is the shoe you should be picking up. The fourth shoe on this list is the first tier 4 shoe from this drop, the New Balance 5740 Black Multicolor. The 5740 or the shoe that this shoe was inspired by, the 574, aren't my taste, and I wouldn't suggest wearing them in aglet either. I also wouldn't suggest wearing the next shoe on my list, the Adidas 4D Fusio Og. I'd be lying if I didn't say I bought this Fusio and the 5740 for my aglet collection, but like I said, neither of these should be what you're wearing in game. Sure, the 4D Fusio is 2 efficiency points higher than the Plum Blossom, but the sneaker shine efficiency of the Plum Blossom is 12 points higher than the 5740 and 6 higher than a 4D Fusio. In my opinion, as a new player, you should be getting the Plum Blossom as fast as possible, then wearing those down to 40% and using sneaker shine on them. Now, the first gold aglet pair, the Adidas Forum 84 Low OG, costing 14 gold aglet. This shoe is seemingly making a comeback this year, with then releasing a limited edition version of the lows, numbered 1 to 300, which has been selling for as high as £550 for a US 8.5 on StockX. Will you be picking up the Forum in-game or any Forums in real life? Let me know down below. Now back to regular aglet shoes with the New Balance 327X Casablanca Monogram. We've seen 4 327s in the game so far, and I bet this won't be the last. The guys over at Team Aglet really like this new silhouette from New Balance. With a dead stock efficiency of 150, you should be picking it up if your budget allows. Now, a shoe I did buy for my collection, but not one I'd recommend grinding with, is the Yeezy 380 Yakerate? Yakerate? I'm guessing Yakerate is Yeezy, is like yay. So, yeah, cop it if you think it's cool, don't cop it to grind with, that's my suggestion. On to the next pair, which is the second gold aglet pair of the drop, the Adidas Ultra 4D 5.0 Oreo. This shoe is about on par for its cost to efficiency, nothing stand out here, cop if you want it or don't, it's totally up to you. Now for the most expensive boy in this drop, the Adidas Yeezy 700 Sun, costing 92,000 Aglet. This shoe is a bit wild and far from easy on the eye, yet for some reason resale is booming on them. There's better shoes to grind with for much lower prices, but if you want the big flex, then wearing them isn't the worst thing you can do. Just remember, to make a profit on a tier 2, you need to use dead stock stations and not use Sneaker Shine. And actually, when I think about it, I'm kind of baffled that tier 2 Sneaker Shine is sold out. That's so odd to me because you can't make profit. I don't get who's using it, but you can't make profit. Now dropping down a tier to another new silhouette, the New Balance 920 S&S. This is a dad shoe if I've ever seen one. It's actually more profitable and more efficient than the 700 Sun, so maybe it's worth taking that into account when you consider your flex purchases. Now back up to tier 2 with the New Balance 992 Purple Grey, costing 57,000 Aglet. This shoe is more efficient than the Ultra 4D NASA from a couple weeks back, but you know the drill by now. Use dead stocks with tier 2 grinders and you'll be all good. Sneaker Shine is bad for tier 2 shoes. Now we have another bright orange pair. What is it with orange this week? It's the Adidas Pharrell Hue Orange. It's another Hue NMD, you know what you're getting into with this by now, but I'm not complaining, especially when its efficiency is as high as it is at 444. But the orange hue is not as efficient as the next shoe, the New Balance 992 White. This shoe costs 1,500 Aglet more than the orange Pharrells and actually earns a considerable amount less over the life of the shoe when dead stocking or using Sneaker Shine. But it is more efficient. That means you will be able to earn your Aglet faster, and that's what matters when you're wanting to cop those tier 1 and tier 0 grails. And finally, the most efficient shoe from this Hype Drop 3.0, the Gold Aglet New Balance 2002 R Salehi Bembury Water. What a mouthful. I was actually stuck between choosing to recommend this or the Ultra 4D S&S Green Tea Time, and the matter of the fact is you should just pick either of them. They're both great shoes. The S&S is 175 efficiency ratings higher than the Waters, but they also cost 25 gold Aglet more. It's just swings and roundabouts. If you're willing to spend a little extra for the S&S, it'll probably be worth it to you. If not, that's fine. The 2002R Water is a great shoe too. That's all I have time to talk about today, but I wonder what next week's drop will be. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.